Do you want to revolutionize not only your piano playing, but your musicianship as a whole? Do you want to go from a piano player who struggles to learn licks, to play in all 12 keys, to know how to implement the theory into their playing, to somebody who's just a master of playing piano, can play any style, any song with anyone? In this video, I'm going to tell you what that one thing is and how to implement it and why it's so important. But first, think about this thought experiment. Who's more likely to be a master of the piano? The piano player who has one song memorized, the piano player who has 10 songs memorized, the piano player who has 100 songs memorized, or the piano player who has 1,000 songs memorized? From those four piano players, who's more likely to be confident playing in all 12 keys? Who has more voicings under their fingers, most likely? Who's more likely to be able to play different styles, different meters? Who's more likely to be comfortable with different ensembles, playing solo, playing duo, playing trio, playing in a larger group? I'm sliding around. Now, hopefully you're with me and you can see that the person, if we don't know any other variables, if we just know about how many songs they have memorized, the piano player who has the most songs memorized is most likely to have the most command over the piano. Before we go on, I know you might be thinking, yeah, Danny, I've tried memorizing songs. I can memorize one song, but once I memorize another song, that first one just goes out the window. That's you, I get it, I've been there before. And here's the problem. The problem is a lot of people memorize music kind of in a by rote way. Maybe they have sheet music for a song, and they just memorize the music by playing off the sheet music. And the problem with that is if you just learn how to play just the sheet music, you're kind of memorizing a million tiny little things. It's my fingers go here, then they go here, then they go here, then they go here. And you're not learning the song in a holistic, zoomed out way where you truly understand the song. You're just learning where your fingers go. So of course, by the time you're ready to learn another song, that one's going to go out the window. Of course, the only way to stay up with a song like that is by playing the song again and again and again, and it's going to limit the number of songs you have memorized to just a handful. What we want to do instead is focus on memorization with mastery in mind. Not just memorizing where we put our fingers or kind of learning how the song's, but memorizing the song in a way that you know the song inside and out, that you can play the song and not just play it, but improvise on it, be free with it, play it in different contexts, play it in different settings. You know, the thing about this is if you memorize a bunch of songs, this is going to knock down so many different dominoes. If you memorize a song with mastery in a key, you've developed a lot of skill in that key. Now imagine you do another song in another key, then another song in another key. All of a sudden, you're getting all these skills in these different keys by focusing on memorizing songs with mastery. I'm going to give you a 4-step process to checklist to see if you've memorized a song with mastery and play live examples to show you how I might think about it and how I might go through it as I'm doing it. Ready? Let's jump in. First thing we want to do is we want to memorize and internalize the melody. Let me take a song like Take the A Train. You can use I'm not opposed to learning it from the sheet music, but I would do a combination of sheet music and listening to recordings and listening to other people play. Or just skip the sheet music entirely. But I know some people, it's no, I need my sheet music. Learn the melody so that you can play it in time, with and without a metronome, and really generate the time with it. You don't want it to sound like you're just playing the melody and it's flat and it's boring. You want to be able to play the melody just by itself, no chords, no other accompanying instruments, and have it be something someone would enjoy listening to. Check it out. I'm going to play a full chorus of Take the A Train, and you want to be able to play the melody to whatever song you're learning with this level of control and command. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long notes right in time. Second A coming around, right in time, not skipping the rest or anything. Not turning my brain off at the easy parts. Making sure the time is really strong. Not skipping the bridge. Just learning the first A's of the song. You want to learn the whole song as it's going along. Here's the last A. back to the top. Learning the whole melody through the whole song. Notice I'm so comfortable with it, I was able to talk, I was grooving, I was relaxed, I played it with some authority, I didn't drop any beats, there were no sections where I was stumbling on the notes. Playing the melody like I know it so well that somebody could wake me up in the middle of the night and say, Danny, play the melody to take the A train right now. And even in the fogginess of 3 a.m., I could just play it and nail it. So when you want to memorize a song with mastery, focus on learning the melody really, really well. Don't start trying to add chords. Don't start trying to, think of all the scales you could play over it. Just get the melody rock solid. Second thing we want to do is then focus on the harmony. This could kind of be broken up into 2 steps, trying to get like basic versions of the chords and comping the chords with both hands. But for now, I'm just going to kind of lump this into one category. Learn the chords. And again, try not to learn the chords just as like, here's a shape I have and I can play whole notes, but try and get it so you can play the chords, comp, and have freedom. First chord of the song is C major 7. We want to be able to play not just one C major 7 voicing, but all sorts of different, there's thousands of ways you can play C major, right? And be able to access those. For start, pick 1 or 2, but try to be able to comp through the whole song with voicings you feel confident on. And same thing, in time, relaxed, not skipping the bridge, not just doing an A and thinking, oh, that counts, but the whole song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the bridge. Notice how I'm not dropping beats. Strong time the whole way through. All the way back to the top of the form. Once we have those 2 things down, the next step is to add them together. We want to be able to play the melody really strong. We want to know the chords inside and out so that we're not guessing at what chord comes next. We know what comes next, and wherever we are, we can get there. Then we want to be able to play the melody and accompany ourselves. Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm even going to simple voicings here because maybe you don't have a lot of stuff. Don't skip it. Now, last step, you might know where I'm going, is we've got the chords down really strong. We got the melody down really strong. We can play the melody and chords together. Then we want to be able to improvise. Again, this step could be broken down into 2 processes. You want to be able to just improvise with just your right hand and accompany yourself and improvise. If we really go down the rabbit hole, you want to be able to improvise in your left hand too. But let's simplify it. Just focusing on being able to improvise in our right hand and play some chords in our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that, I could go chorus after chorus after chorus after chorus, right? So If you learn the melody really well, learn the chords really well, be able to accompany yourself on the melody, and be able to improvise, that's going to really be mastery of playing the song. It's not saying, oh, I know the song, but then you have to pull out your real book, or you have to pull up the chords. It's like, oh, I know the song, but I don't have the bridge. It's like, yes, I know this song really well, and I'm confident playing the melody. I'm confident accompanying you if you want to play the melody. I'm confident to play it solo. I'm confident to play it with a bass player. Having this level of mastery of a song will set the stage for you to be able to, one, play any song, and then two, have all sorts of vocabulary you can play on any song. Imagine you spend a week on a song and you really commit to doing those 4 things. Then after that week, you do another song and you commit to it again on the next one. Do this week after week after week. All of a sudden, you're going to have 20 songs under your belt. And those songs are going to be in different keys. They're going to be in different styles. They're going to have different chord progressions, different melodies, and you're going to get those things under your fingers in a way that's connected to the music. And it's going to create this domino effect where all of a sudden you're going to be able to play all sorts of stuff. All of a sudden, memorizing a song is going to happen much quicker. If you like this video, make sure to click like and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know what other things you want me to talk about. And if you want to accelerate your journey at the piano, if you want to get to your goals of being able to be a master improviser, memorize a lot of music, play and entertain yourself and others for hours, click the link in the description to see how we could work together one-to-one to make that happen. Happy practicing!